Recently, Metafire have been creating Super Smash Bros. Documentaries, and this is one that they uploaded completely for free. I think it's really awesome what Metafire are doing, kind of taking the competitive Smash scene and transforming it into a digestible, like a cool documentary, a cool story to watch and for anyone to enjoy. So I thought I'd upload this to my channel, even though I watched this on the live stream, because I think it's absolutely awesome. And head on down to the description to check out Metafire's website if you want to see more documentaries. Oh yeah, and just for some slight context, this documentary is on mkleo, the #1 Smash Ultimate player of all time, losing one of the biggest tournaments of all time to Mars, who plays Zero Suit Samus and is extremely hype. It was an awesome set. Anyways, enjoy. Mars versus mkleo, the crown. Wait, this is so sick. Alright, guys, also make sure if you want that, Metafire have been putting out full documentaries on Smash. And you can check them out. This is episode 1, which I assume they're putting out as a little bit of a teaser, a bit of a feeler to get more people aware that the episodes are there, and you guys can go and buy the rest of the episodes.
I'm an extremely superstitious person when I play. I think about everything, like from the way like my feet are positioned, what chair I'm sitting on, like which side of the setup, like which port I am. I think of a lot.
Even though I feel good, there's always like some kind of pressure, some kind of nerves behind that. Like having everybody trying to beat you out of single place is not easy.
The
right?
GOAT!
Unfortunately, in a lot of tournaments, the crowd always wants me to lose. Even if there's only 10 or 20% supporting me, that's still enough for to make me stronger. So I feel pressure, but I know I could still win the tournament.
True.
People like watching Leo lose. They liked watching Zero Suit do cool stuff. The crowd, they wanted it.
That's true. The crowd is always against you, usually if you're the #1. I know how that feels. Obviously, I'm not anywhere near mkleo's level, I'm not saying that, but like, in my local scene, I was like #1 for like 5 or 6 years straight. So anytime there's a close match against me, they're like, woo! Yeah, beat his ass, you know, because it's like the interesting thing. Wait, this is sick animation. What the heck? What? Yo, this is cool. It's like Smash Ultimate story time. Did you guys also see Coney recently put out a really good Super Smash Bros. Brawl video?
My name
Did
is
anyone see
Leonardo
that?
Lopez, better known as mkleo
We
in
watched
the
that as well.
gaming industry, but just call me Leo. Before quarantine, the Smash era was basically just me being the best with some other players like trying to take my spot, but it's always been like that basically. Everybody already knew that I was the best. And last year I was a champion. But when I was younger, my mindset was I want to win for sure, but I still think I feel like some people were fun to play, and even if I was going to lose, it was still fun to play. For example, fighting someone like Mars is always it's also really cool because
He's so humble. No, dude, he is. mkleo is super humble. He's just all he said was, "I've been the best, and people are trying to beat me." It's just a fact, dude. It's just an actual fact.
Boring match, you know. He's also one of the few players that have
quiet.
like gone back and forth against me.
My name is Tyler. My tag is Mars.
mkleo is super humble. He's
I'm
not like,
23
dude, I
years
kick
old
all these
and
guys
play
assholes all day, every
I've always,
day.
and even to this
No
day,
one
look
can
up
beat
Leo.
me.
When we play, it's like a completely different story. Like that admiration just goes out the window, and like competitor brain just immediately turns on, and I'm like, I gotta beat this guy. I gotta
Beat
make
his
him
ass.
look stupid. That's usually the mentality going into most sets.
He actually has a really good record against me. I believe it's like 10-8, but he's the player that has beaten me the most times. Even though the record is still in my favor.
At like the Genesis
10-8.
7 time, I think
Wow, so pretty
everyone
even.
was busy,
10
including
wins
me,
to Leo.
malding about losing to Leo all the time.
Oh, young Leo. Guys, I think they need to make the people's audio louder, right? This is so much louder now than when they were talking.
Genesis 7 was like
Actually, maybe
the
that's
first tournament of
deliberate, 'cause it's more
2020.
epic.
There were a lot of money, so a lot of people were tryharding.
Smash in like the Genesis 7 era, it felt like at that point everyone had like finally figured out how to play their characters, like the counterplay against all of the other top players. So people were finally settling in to like who was actually good.
Isn't
who
this a
has
tournament
the potential
where
to upset other people, and
Mars went
it was pretty
Falcon?
concrete. Like we knew who like the really good players were, and there were a lot less upsets. People were settling in, but characters were still coming out.
Oh no, that was
Genesis,
Genesis 8.
it's my tournament. It was my breakout tournament in Smash 4, so it means a lot to me. It was the first major I ever went to, also the first major I ever top 8'd. I met a lot of new people there. It's got a special place in my heart.
There's one tournament, I was feeling really confident because the 2 tournaments before that, I actually
Yeah,
won.
right. They need to bump up the audio.
I went into
a little
Genesis
bit.
feeling really good. I had some really
Genesis
tough
is my
matches,
favorite
but
tournament.
Nothing to worry about until the top 8.
I think
Zero
Genesis
Suit Samus
is
as
the
a
best
character,
Smash tournament.
like, she's a lot of different things.
The crowd is always
she
so
can
perfect
be,
and hyped. The
like,
last
really
day,
heavy
just
bait and
top
punish,
8.
and that's primarily what you see. A lot of people believe in like super campy Zero Suit, and that's mostly what you see from like the lower level people and like even the Wi-Fi. There's also like the aggressive part of it. You know, you can play extremely explosive, so she was a lot more viable then, and a lot more fun to play.
Seriously, the example I always give is Suit is the kind of character that kind of does the same thing as Joker. Like, it's so simple that it's so complicated at the same time. Because basically he can do whatever he wants. Once you understand the character, he's like, oh, I'm able to zone down, I'm able to space, I'm able to whiff punish, I'm fast, my advantage is
mkleo
good.
Joker era
Cover
went
is kind of like the only
crazy.
thing that's missing. He can basically play the game as he likes. And people consider him to be the best character in the game. I never thought like that, but it's still a really strong character.
Dude,
I was
as soon
really
as
looking
Leia
forward
picked
to
up Joker, they
playing
thought he was the
against
best. As soon as
because I was on the
Leia
verge
stopped
of
playing
the
Joker, they
Genesis
didn't think he was the
standpoint,
best.
and I'm like,
Hey,
there's no way, like,
Pokemaster,
this win
thank you,
would
thank you.
feel good. Like, I feel like I earned it as if I beat Leo.
So everybody wanted to beat me this time.
It was daunting almost, because like we're the last game for Genesis, so you have the entire time from the morning when you wake up until like 8 p.m. You start having these thoughts like, am I getting tired? Like, or am I lying to myself? You have a lot to stew on.
Oh my god. Okay, because the way Genesis works is the last day is super epic. On Sunday, it's just the top 8 of the tournament. Which means the day before, on Saturday, they just go all day. They say no into 8 p.m.
You're just sitting there, like waiting to start. You get really nervous.
Nerves is something supernatural when it comes to the human, right? So humans are always going to.
Is that what they're saying, or they're saying Sunday they don't start till 8
This
p.m.
is what I
because they're
do in
last?
front of a
Because
lot
Smash
of
Bros is
people.
the grand finale.
I'm trying to survive. I'm gonna win money. This is what I do. Like, of course I'm gonna be nervous, like no matter what. But I guess I learned how to control it.
mkleo.
Oh no, they're saying the
best
sun
in the grand
it's
finals
last,
will
it's the
result
grand
in
finale.
another
It's the end
Genesis
of
win.
the entire day.
People like watching Leo lose. They liked watching Zero Suit do cool stuff. The crowd, they wanted it.
Jesus.
Man, I love this idea of these documentaries on good Smash tournaments, good big sets, because the problem with watching a Smash tournament, which I've said before, is like you never, it's hard to get the story if you're not wrapped up in the entire scene and watching an entire tournament and all the tournaments.
So I was just like, oh.
So these are
I can do
perfect
it.
for more
It's
casual
easy,
fans.
but- Whew.
You know, the tides could be turning.
Oh, here we go.
Wait.
Here we go.
Damn.
Dude, the stocks are dropping.
I love
like
Leia's
flies
little
right
head
now.
nod.
Who's gonna take it? Who wants it more?
Oh,
Leo? Not
barely.
quite.
The pacing of that game is really interesting because I really feel like I was playing really well.
poke.
I knew he was like panicking in some situations, but I just couldn't take it.
But will he be the difference maker?
Oh, the little tip! Are you kidding me?
Couldn't take
Did
it.
he back it
Will
into
he
that?
be the
Nah, it just caught him just. That's
difference
crazy.
maker?
Just the
On
tip.
this exchange, a sigh of relief from Mars as he clutches out that opening game in grand finals.
How
Yo,
did you
he
feel
is
after
feeling
the
it.
First game. I mean, it was hard to feel like anything except for just straight up focus. It's
Nice,
hard to
that's-
take your brain out of like competitor, like beat this dude mode.
That's good.
Constantly thinking ahead. Big surprise. Like I'll hit like a killing comp.
Dude, because the problem is when you play in a tournament and your head isn't in just kill them mode. So I'm not, that's what probably makes him so good. Is like, I can't stop focusing.
Combo, and I'm like, and now
That's
the crowd will
sick.
cheer, and now I have to worry about invincibility, like angel platform stuff.
I'm a crowd person, right? I love
You
the
think your
crowd.
heart would explode?
Unfortunately, in a lot of tournaments, the crowd
be
always wants me
intense.
to lose. I feel like Mars was in control. He had more momentum. Mars is a really momentum-based player. So if you give him momentum, it's hard to come back.
Mars, mkleo.
Oh, no,
First game
Leo.
going to Mars, very clutch
No, the
game,
goat.
but I mean, just
I love Leo.
they are literally scrapping right now.
Yeah.
Mars has always been one of my favorite players to play against. He's also one of the few players that have like gone back and forth against me.
And Mars always finding the way to just get back.
That's
As
'cause
soon
we
as I
haven't
noticed
fought yet,
that, like,
Leo.
oh, he hasn't really got the.
Oh! Dude, that's the thing that only Mars would
Wait,
do,
just
man.
get back.
Mars
As soon as
just
I
does the
noticed
crazy
that,
stuff
like-
like that. Dude, in what world do you go for the suicide kill in grand finals of the biggest tournament of all time versus the #1?
Oh, yeah.
Yo! Leo could have just air dodged that. But who's ready? No one's ready.
Oh my God!
Why not? Why not go for it, bro? I mean, especially the way
It made sense it was a trade. It makes sense it was a
Find
trade,
a
but
way to
look,
just get back in the game
you
sooner.
hit Leo like that.
Like,
He could easily just do a jump neutral air dodge. Or just jump and he jumps slightly to the left and your spike goes shh and misses.
hasn't really-
Is it? That's...
Oh my God!
It
Why
is
not?
not guaranteed
Why
at all
not
that was
go
going to
for it,
trade.
bro? I mean, especially the way the match started out. Mars yet again.
That reminds me
finding himself
of
down in
Mars
percent.
versus the Buzz.
First stock indicated
Recently,
that
did anyone see that?
find
That's the
anything,
craziest
but this
one.
time
Anyway.
mkleo not gonna allow him to creep and crawl his way back. I thought that would have been enough. I mean, nonetheless, look at the lead. I would say Leo doesn't have too much to worry about, but that up air, I don't
Mars
want
loves
to
getting in
eat
his
my words
opponent's
here.
head.
As far as
Dude,
like it
I heard that on that. Sorry, I won't pause too much. But I heard that on the Tweaks podcast. They were talking about how Mars is like the best player at playing random because he's so good at like the mind games and getting reads.
actually affecting my play, not really. I like the crowd. It probably does give me like a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a kick in the butt to play better.
He's got a really good
Right now,
mentality.
60,
Hey,
89%. He's crawling under the Arsene.
Bruh.
Oh, finds the back here. The Arsene is gone.
oh, that just missed. Oh,
Did you see the pose? Did you see
oh.
At no point during that set was I like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win. Like, once you start thinking like that, you can start choking.
That's when you lose because your mind's not on the
you
game.
go for options like that clearly were super obvious and you start throwing.
Everything that comes your way, you just decide how to use it.
Dude.
You decide if it's gonna destroy you, or you decide if you're gonna use it at your advantage.
What can you tell me about Game 4 layout?
Game 4 Leo. So despite being extremely superstitious, that is one thing I don't believe in. That's like a
Ooh.
myth to me. I think the Game 4 Leo myth kind of like, it definitely plays into like other people in the way that it makes them play worse, you know? Like you get close to beating Leo, you're like, oh, I took a stock. Oh, okay, like I'm doing good. I took a game, all right, let's keep it rolling. I took the next game, I'm there. Like I just have to play good and like
Game
you
4
start making
Leo.
mistakes. You play too reserved or you play too aggressive and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna get Leo'd. It doesn't scare me. I don't. Game 4 Leo isn't real and can't hurt me.
We have got ourselves
Dude,
a
Mars'
grand
mentality
finals
is
clutch mode
crazy
activated
good,
for Mars.
hey.
He is one game away from
I wonder if
winning
it's
this
still
tournament.
this strong
One
and he's just more
game
focused on
away
like
from taking
YouTube
Genesis
stuff.
7. Does he have it in him?
But okay, for those who aren't getting it, the game for mkleo, let's say if Mars loses this game, actually no, just the fact that he's up 2-0, it's more likely for Leo to win, right? It's
Is the
statistically.
question.
But is he able to
But
bring
game
it back?
4,
Mars about to close down
mkleo
in
is just
3-0
like,
fashion.
man,
What
no
a
one can stop
dominant
him.
tournament
He
this will be for
always
Right? Because
clutches.
again, you know, I did kind of touch on the fact that.
Oh my god, he's so crazy!
We'll take it.
In that moment of
This
like,
is
oh,
a
I'm
banger
about
video.
to
Thank
die,
you, Shim, for so
I,
much
like,
for the $10.
I had,
I'll add
like,
0.5 to the
oh, I
wheel.
can kill him here. Like I can agree to take this stock and trade. I was impressed with.
Okay, no more pausing, no more pausing,
Playing
no more
against
pausing.
people that
Big
can beat you
booper.
makes it makes it
Yay!
more fun. It's
I
like
wanna put
you're-
this on YouTube.
It's like if you were surviving. I don't know how to describe it. Like it just feels good for me. It's the best of 5, right?
Honestly, this is like the most lost I've ever seen him look.
I'm saying, like, it's just, it's almost like, and I hate to say it, but a bit of defeat already written all over
Damn,
his face.
this
Just
is
giving up
it.
that sock. Let me find out. I mean, I love ZSS too, but Joker out here sipping.
Definitely thought he was going to try
Mars
to get
wins
that
this, he
drag
wins the
down on
tournament.
platform. All good.
Definitely a miscue from Mars, but sure staying encouraged. He has a pretty decent lead, also momentum.
The last 2 games were really close, literally last hit. So I was just like, oh, I think I can do it.
Hasn't been much of the difference maker throughout the set thus far, but when mkleo needs him the most,
Good read on the
can he
roll.
make the impact?
That's not gonna
I
kill.
say
Not
Not
enough.
yet.
Ooh, somehow managed to make it back to stage. And now, lining up the back here. Trying to give him the side. Oh my
Good
God.
catch.
No 4P just defeat. Mars is going to take Genesis 7.
I feel like it's too bland to just say it's amazing. You know, I can't actually explain how I felt.
3-0.
And me jumping up and jumping around the stage and crying backstage. I
Oh
don't even
my-
think that does it justice for how good it felt.
Oh my
to finally
God.
do what I wanted to do. Like that was my first S tier win over Leo at my favorite tournament. It's magical.
Just couldn't take
Dude,
it. You know? I was
I'm
playing
gonna cry.
the best I could that day. He was just better than me. I never thought I was gonna lose.
It felt real when it happened because I always knew I could do it. I had beaten Leo previously.
Wait, I'm actually getting
so
teary-eyed.
I knew it was possible. Like, I thought what was unreal was how good I was playing, especially towards the end.
I feel like at the end, it wasn't really about like who won the game, but it was about playing good ultimate, good smash. That's what people like. Fighting someone like Mars is always, it's also really cool because it's at least not
Oh
gonna be a
no,
boring
it's
match,
so
you know?
good.
Because sometimes people want me to lose, and sometimes people see me playing against boring people or boring characters, but playing against Mars, it's always hype. That's what people like to watch.
True.
Who was Mars at that point?
At the Genesis 7 point? Genesis 7 Mars, who was that?
What an interesting question.
I don't want it to sound sad. That's
Oh,
kinda
no.
how it is. You want me to? I think Genesis 7 Mars was the person who wanted to be the best player in the world. And he thought that first step was winning Genesis. So,
Fucking did it. So.
I fucking did it, dude. Fucked him up 3-0.
Oh, but that dream's kind of dead now.
I wish he heard me.
Oh, that's sad.
If you guys had to switch characters and play right now, who do you think would win?
It's me, 100%.
Son,
Dude,
even-
like I
don't-
was just saying, dude, Mars is super confident when it's no one's comfortable with the characters. Mars kind of crazy.
Don't even.
I don't know.
Don't even.
I don't
pretend
know. My
like
series
you-
is good.
You know it's
Yours
not.
is kind of bad, bro.
I don't. Yours. It doesn't matter.
My seriously?
I can't. You don't even know what the buttons do.
Yeah, that was kind of sad because it was like
Seriously.
he was confident he
I
could
watch
be the
no
best
way.
player in the
I
world,
watch
and
him play, all I have to
obviously
do is
he's
copy.
he's
First
fallen off.
time seeing our
since then.
boy cry
You
alert.
can't teach the way I play Zero.
I didn't
Literally
cry.
impossible. You can't copy it. It's.
I just need to be mad crazy.
I just got a bit teary-eyed. It's a good
You're
documentary,
finished.
okay?
Absolutely. I'm gonna start shielding and you're gonna shut down.
I'm gonna grab just like you.
I'm gonna roll. Forward smash. I think it's me, not close.
I'm not saying it would be me, but I'm just saying that like my series is good. And your joke is.
Are they gonna play?
It
Play!
doesn't need to be good. I am so good versus Zero Zoo. I'm too good at this job. You know, I've only ever dropped one game in the Ditto. Ever in Ultimate. I'm nice at the Ditto. I'm nice versus Zero
We're not
Zoo.
talking about Ditto.
It doesn't matter, dude. You don't like my joke?
They don't play?
I don't like my joke.
What is this debate?
It's so crusty.
I feel like
Hey,
watching
just
you
play.
like,
Figure it
different
out.
time. Like you're just not.
It's not.
You're too slow.
Oh my
You know,
god, what a tease.
Like beating out people and like I don't know. I feel like you're just too slow.
If you guys ran it back with the same matchup, do you think it would go the same way?
I'm
Nope.
not saying I'm washed. But
That is
hypothetically, if we were to run it back, I might not win.
I think like 70% chance they win.
I think it's very likely you would win.
Yeah, probably.
Oh
So
no.
thanks for the nerfs.
Like rivalry, that's always been there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always look forward to playing you.
Yeah, for sure.
Always
You're, I feel like it has to do with something about your playstyle and also your character. Because I don't know, like just playing an aggressive player with zero suit, it can
It's
be
good.
boring.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
like it's not boring.
It was honestly really back and forth because like I beat you at Gommel, and I think that was like the first time we played it, like a big major, like when everyone kind of like settled into their characters and like the meta was actually starting to develop. And then you beat me the next handful of times. It's honestly hard to remember.
No, I think between Smash Factor and Genesis, main stage happened. You beat me with Mega Man, then I beat you in Losers. Then
Mars beat it with Mega Man? What
You
the
don't like
heck?
No, I don't. I do like Mega Man now because Violet does good, but
When did he beat it with Mega Man?
I want to talk about Mega Man. Can I talk about Mega Man?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I think Mega Man's cool.
I hate Mega Man.
Damn it.
I can't. Like, dude, I watch Mega Man. I'm just like, dude, no. I don't want.
You're lucky nobody plays him, I feel. Well, not.
What the heck is this?
clever
When
market.
did this happen? Wait, this is game 5. Mars wins this with
That
Mega
This is
Man?
not something you're going to be
Hello?
back at right now.
What is
because
this
it's not
secret
secure,
knowledge?
right?
Yeah.
What is this secret
He
timeline?
was actually almost in position for that
Mars
F7
wins this?
just enough distance. Nice, good back air though. Catching mkleo before he's able to grab the ledge.
What?
I
Did he-
feel like he got the arsenal time to
When
recover.
did he play Mega
Yeah, had he had the
Man?
hook recovery, he might have been able to avoid that.
Game
Our
5
Arsenal was able to push that
Leo?
ledge. Lamar's
Up
already had
against
it lined
the
up.
Mars Mega Man.
I mean,
This
he
is-
needed to get rid of that
my-
stock as soon as possible, too.
What? How did he's gonna get something dumb to win? He's gonna get like a very early
Don't
spike,
stop
right?
Mars.
He wins.
Can he do it? Can he put
What
down
is
the
this?
beast
He's just
himself?
leave shooting.
Would not be the first time, but it's been a couple of months.
Oh my
A couple of months, he
god.
was fighting.
Leo's about to get
Fighting for
Arsene
business
as
this
well.
time.
Hello? Maybe it's the Arsene that kills him, the recovery.
All right,
Dude, he's
good
literally
damage,
just
good
throwing
damage at this point
leaves
for
at
Mars.
the man.
Love that parry, yep.
Okay,
He's
immediate
got
Arsene
to have
the
to get an
dash
edge
attack.
guard.
Gotta
Mars
get
has
back
to
to
get an
stage
edge guard
safely.
to win.
Oh, the second dash, a hit of dash attack not registering.
Oh!
Now Mars lives to see another day, at least to stay on the stage for a little longer.
Okay, don't think it can't happen.
How does he win this?
Okay,
Yeah,
nice
that was a
hit by
great way to
Mars.
dodge the side B. He
I
had
thought
that
maybe
timing
he was
down.
try to counter it as Mars is getting him off the ledge. Counter has a super big hitbox. So. Uh-oh.
So confused.
Oh, wait a minute. Arsen's gone. Has to go for the hook. This is definitely anyone's game now.
I don't care what anybody says. Leo is definitely fearful, as he should be. 180
Oh.
for
Oh.
Mars, and
Oh.
no signs of fear at all. TK.
Okay, the back air,
Oh.
the last hit, pushing him back off stage. Ooh,
This
getting
is the
this
most
last hit.
secret
Mars
set of
obviously
all
well
time.
closer
This
to,
is
wait, this could be a problem.
crazy. He's at
Still
192! Oh my god, maybe turn around
back
up
rope, get him off
tilted.
my
Would
stage.
that have worked? I guess it's risky because if you miss, then you lose.
Oh,
Oh
there it is!
my, what?
The big charge right there from, I mean, he forced him to do some option when he hit him with that crash bomber. He had to get off the ledge.
That crash bomber
What?
actually did him in. I mean, again, like
He beat him with a Mega Man?
Not lucky, because, I mean, I would still win because I'm a better player, and I'll eventually know the matchup, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it was just a combination of you being good and the character being annoying.
What the
I
hell?
think it would have backed it for sure. I mean, you also would have get better, but any other Mega Man is like,
No shot. I mean, you lost to Kameme. that
I mean,
one
but
time.
he's good. Right?
Yeah,
he's
joke.
the
yeah,
best.
Fair. Yeah, yeah, and like, it can be frustrating playing against other people, because usually because of character, but like, I know playing you, I feel like I'm playing like at the apex, you know, and I feel like playing you also brings out the best in me. We didn't play a lot, despite like us being like always in the top 4. We played less than I would have expected.
So I went into Genesis feeling really, really good. That was our first set after Smash Factor, I believe.
I remember, so the crowd was loud, obviously, kind of expecting, Leo's losing. Everyone's like, whoa, oh my God, no way. But I remember the people in the backstage were cheering for me. And that is probably the most memorable part for me, because it's literally just all the homies.
Yeah, Leia, remember that when all the homies were against you? Remember that?
I like seeing you win, for what it's worth. I don't like upsets. So I'm usually cheering for you.
I still remember I was very happy with how it went. It was hype Smash. I
Yeah.
cannot be mad when I play good Smash.
Fair. I feel the same way. Like, even if I lose, if you play good, I think you should be not satisfied, but like happy with how it went.
This
I mean, there were
dynamic
many
is
moments.
so funny.
I should have forced Smash instead of down Smash. If that's the first thing that comes to my mind, I think I would have won.
Yeah, probably.
Good.
Game 4 curse into Game 5 spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of spicy moments. The flip kick game 2, the up air combo game 1, the first combo, actually the very first combo,
Yeah.
I think is really crazy. It was the nair, fair to the platform,
F tilt.
F tilt,
nair,
low
yeah.
angle. I remember the low angle, and then nair flip kick.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there was some stuff that you did, like down B stuff, like on my side B, like things that you never done before, like before that set.
Isn't it awkward? Why is it so
I was just
awkward?
Like, alright, it's just like main stage. I know what he's gonna do, and then like so you're doing crazy shit. Something I remember for some reason, I don't know why I thought you were gonna down air me, and I back aired.
Oh,
Even though you
my
were dead, I
God,
was still
yeah.
like trying to fight it. Like I still
Yeah,
tried to fight it. I don't know why I thought you
It's
were
actually-
gonna do it, but
That is insane killer instinct to be like, I think I might die here. He's coming for my life. I'm gonna take his. That's cool guy energy.
True. Wow, that's cool. Watch more at Metafight. Dude, that was sick.